Okay, does anyone else think about this? So the Pope died, right? And that's sad, I think. But his copy of Undertale went unplayed. That's sadder.
How do we know that?
Which is
I guess we don't. You're right, we don't.
A Man's Life or a $10 copy of a game that came out in 2015.
Listen, I can't give a scale as to how much, but I will say that playing Undertale did make my life better.
Yeah. Therefore, a life lost that didn't play Undertale. Like, you know, not that important.
I met at least 2 people by playing Undertale.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
What a conversation this is.
A good conversation. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, a lot of the people I knew back in like middle school and elementary school were artists, so.
Oh,
that checks out.
Man, that's so cool.
Yeah, there was like a group of maybe 10 people who were like my age and also very into art, so they were like the gamer crowd. Carried me, hard carry.
Hard carry. That's funny.
But they're all dead now.
Oh wow, that's so tragic.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't know it was that bad in Florida.
But my sister definitely had apparently known people from high school who died like very promptly afterwards. Yeah.
No.
That's very unfortunate.
I want to ask more questions, but I also don't for privacy's sake.
They died in a car accident.
That'll
sucks. Oh my god.
Ow. Yeah, that's ouch.
Like 5 minutes from where I live. Like it's a very frequent intersection I pass by.
You need to get out of Florida.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'll start a GoFundMe.
Get Maroc out of Florida, GoFundMe.
When I get a motorcycle, it's gonna get even worse.
Maroc, no. How about a different state, buddy? We'll get you a different. My owl bear is not working.
Try reloading.
I'm logged in, but I can't get into the room.
Logged in and logged in.
Yeah, go back to the SV chat. That should have the link still. So.
Oh, okay. Let me try. All right, keep talking while I struggle. Keep talking and nobody dies.
Oh god, if I stop talking, someone's gonna die. That's a really inconvenient thing to place on someone. It's inconsiderate, I'd say, to the point that I have to focus on thinking of what to say next rather than any conversation point to have at all. Why have you done this to me, Whiskers? Please free me from this hurt.
Going. Someone will die. Keep going.
Keep talking.
I graduated to the Navy SEALs.
He only has 1,000 words. Like there's a tree that has 1,000 leaves on it, and every time he says a single word, the leaf.
Oh yeah, by the way,
just become monkeys with typewriters, but with words.
I can't think of it off the top of my head, but Kane, there were like the dudes who most recently showed up in One Piece. Are they all named after leaves?
Probably.
Because there's Gunko and there's Shamrock, and there's also Clover.
I have zero idea, but I believe it. At first, I was thinking they were going to do cards again. But
I don't know. I don't feel like Clover is Clover. I don't usually think of Clover as a leaf.
One Piece is loose enough with its rulings, and also they are all living on a giant tree. So
you know what? I just looked it up. Like the thing I think of as Clover is more like the flower of it, but I do think it probably still counts.
What about a garling? Is a garling a?
Garling's a type of plant. Yes.
Wait.
Okay.
Probably all plants then.
Yeah, they could be plants. I know Gunko's a leaf. That's what made me think of it. Is that Gunko's like the really pretty leaf that they put on like Koroks in Breath of the Wild, the one that's like very wide. It's kind of like a fan.
Or maybe Garling. I feel like I've heard Garling in other contexts before, but I'm looked it up and I'm not finding it right now.
Final Fantasy. Jack.
Oh, Garland is what I usually think of, isn't it?
Yeah. Chaos.
We need to find chaos. Anyway, so D&D. Enough about the Pope.
Crazy, dude. You thought we got on to play D&D.
I wasn't talking about the Pope.
Well, I was. If you were cool, you'd be talking about the Pope.
Hello, CD.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in.
Priest, you recognize this at all?
Oh, let me listen.
Sounds like Men I Trust.
Wait, hold on. Let me open this.
But in reality,
Whoa.
it looks
From
too.
Hilux.
Yeah, Alex too.
Oh wait,
Like
the RPG.
I still don't even know what Hilux is about.
The first game is randomized. That's all I know.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't remember.
I'm wish listing it
How
anyway.
random. How random.
I think you go to the moon.
That sounds
Dude,
about right.
I'm totally
It just really stuck with me that an RPG was randomized.
just completely. Did this story work? Did it have a story?
I don't know. I didn't put it.
Wait, and how much longer till stream is up?
Fair.
Me? Wait.
I
How do
thought
you
we were
mean?
live.
We are live.
We are streaming.
Right now?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We were live.
You need to go,
technically
Priest?
next to the Pope.
No,
Yeah.
I just want to see if I could get a Dr. Pepper right quick.
Go
Yeah,
get
go,
your
go,
Dr.
go.
Pepper.
I'll
Go
give the
get your
rundown.
Dr.
I'll give the
Pepper.
rundown.
Like,
We'll start at 10:10. How
Collective-
about that?
collective
For
Dr. Pepper.
8:10.
It's gonna take me 5 minutes.
It's gonna take you 5 minutes.
They both
That's
fucking
so much
laughed.
time to fill.
How do you? What do you mean? He lives in an apartment. How would it
should
take 5
be.
minutes to get from your room to your fridge?
Well, you see, he built a labyrinth like a crazy man and put his fridge at the end of it. That way he wouldn't have to. He would stay away from the Dr. Pepper. But it's
The
too
Dr.
tantalizing, so
Pepper.
he has to beat the Minotaur each time. He's got it down to 5 minutes at this point, but it used to take an hour. That's why his stream was always late, if anyone wondered. Or if we had to
You know what? That's canon now.
Yes, the canon Minotaur Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper Labyrinth.
If we're ever late again, just know that the
minutes.
reason it happened is because one of us needed to go get a can of Dr. Pepper and had to go through the labyrinth first. So
Dr. Pepper's pretty good. Have we ever done like a soda tier list?
I don't drink soda, so it would be mostly up to.
Wait, we should though.
Coward.
What's your top?
I think Mexican Coke. Like, I definitely drink way more Sprite than I do Coke, but like, that's just because Coke's got caramel coloring in it, and that's just bad for your heart. So I'm like, I'll try and avoid it.
Oh,
Most soda is not good
What?
for you in any way, shape, or form.
Is that actually true?
And then you started giving
Caramel
me
coloring?
crap.
Yeah.
okay. Because I imagine a lot of the non-caramel, dairy-free caramel things I have caramel color in them. So
Leo,
that's not...
you have a caffeine dependency. I don't think
Oh, I wasn't.
you're definitely not winning this encounter. I don't even drink soda that frequently anymore.
All right, fair enough.
I just have this restaurant back in my hometown.
Wait,
That
did we
makes-
go there? Don't say it.
Yeah,
Wait,
we
maybe
did.
say it. It's fine.
I think I brought you there, and I got fajitas that
Yeah.
I didn't want.
And a good Coke.
I should have got. I was thinking of flautas, which are I think more like pork, but they have like this delicious sauce that, ooh, just thinking about it gets my mouth watering. And I'm already full. I've had this bowl of spaghetti in front of me this whole stream, and like I'm not even halfway through it.
Are you trying to protein max or something?
I wouldn't call it that, but yeah.
What
Are
what
you
would you call
trying
it?
to protein?
Bulking whiskers.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
it's got
that's
a
what I need to
very
do, 'cause I-
reasonable, non-brain rot term. It's
Okay.
hellish.
What-
I'm like 195 to 200 pounds, and you have to have a gram of protein for each of your pounds. So I'm trying to eat like 200 grams of protein a day.
Is it like
hellish.
90% like meat sauce in there? Oh my god.
It's a lot of
that
meat.
Spaghetti.
I took a
Dear God.
2.6 pound thing of ground beef and poured at least a quarter, maybe like a fifth or sixth into the pasta.
Oh my god, dude.
I lied.
Rest in peace. You lied. You're back before Priest.
Damn.
You lied about getting the Dr. Pepper? Or...
No, that it would take 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, it's in your apartment. I don't know how it would take 5 minutes.
No, I cross the street and go to our gym and buy one.
I wondered. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Extreme side quest.
Extreme side quest.
No, so stream side but true. I like yours better, Leo. Let's
yeah, no. Let's convert to whatever I said.
Extreme sports.
Whatever the hell that was.
Wait, does Dr. Pepper have
out of here? He deafened himself. Dr. Pepper, yeah, it does. We were talking about it while you were gone, Can. But soda tier list. What's your top rank?
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
All right, fair.
Cherry Coke.
Oh.
Tied with root beer.
You know what?
I'm willing to bet.
What type of root beer? What type of root beer?
Yeah. Not like having them. No, not having that. No, as in like the same rank is Cherry Coke and.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Tied with. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That makes way more sense.
I don't know. After that, I kind of really don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely like trying like unique colas, but I'm not gonna bat home for anything other than Dr. P.
Dr. P. Wait, you put at the top of your list Cherry Coke and then.
No, Dr. Pepper was at the top of the list, and then like a solid tier below is Cherry Coke and root beer.
Oh, my bad.
And apparently whiskey's in the don't drink soda, so.
Hey, I'll throw my hat in the ring. I used to like soda.
Aesthetically.
Aesthetically?
You can like cigarettes aesthetically. You can't like soda aesthetically. There's no soda aesthetic.
Totally like.
No, I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
You've seen a Coke commercial.
Like, have you seen a movie like the stuff that plays before a movie? Like,
it's a fucking thirst trap, all right.
People own
and that's an aesthetic.
Coca-Cola, Sprite, fan like T-shirts are a thing. The fact T-shirts are a thing indicates it's an aesthetic.
It's the aesthetic as being fake as shit and highly materialistic and dependent on American society.
No, it's never mind. I'm getting too marketing brain. I was just about to start giving a business presentation.
All I know
you
is
don't
that
understand. It's the aesthetics of the Coke can. You're not giving the idea of Coke. You're giving what the idea of Coke is. You're giving clean, smooth silver lines on a crisp red back.
Yeah, it's like how Coke doesn't taste like anything you can point out.
Yeah, and that's why they have to dye it brown, because it's normally like green, I think.
They dye it brown? That's so dumb.
They dye it brown with caramel, yeah.
Yeah, caramel coloring. The shit that's bad for your heart. I was just talking about it.
Come on, caramel coloring. Caramel color health risks. Let's look this up real quick. Here's a National Library of Medicine study from 2015. Abstract: caramel color is added to many widely consumed beverages as a colorant. Consumers of these beverages can be exposed to 4-methylimendazole, a potential carcinogen formed during its manufacture. California's I don't really care about California's Proposition 65 law because they put that label on just about everything in existence. Requires that beverages containing 4 MEI concentrations corresponding to exposures that pose excess cancer risks, 1 case per 100,000 exposed persons, carry warning labels. Using ultra-high, we assessed in which warning labels were not required. In addition, we characterize beverage consumption by age, race, and ethnicity. Beverage conjunction.
We're streaming.
Yeah. I know.
I forgot.
I would talk more about the FDA and health restrictions and why I actually think the California cancer warning thing is pretty good. But
is it?
It's not a bad thing, but it's almost meaningless with how many products it's on.
Which is a bad thing, because that means that many products have albeit probably minimal risk, but some level of exposure it can give you to cancer. Hello.
So I watched I think it was a Hank Green video on this at one point that was talking about that same thing, and the point he made is just about everything, doing anything in life increases your risk for cancer. Going outside does. Just any exposure to UV it increases your risk to cancer. So yes.
What about the sunscreen?
Also probably increases.
It has forever chemicals in it. I don't know what you want me to say.
But again, no, I think, and I'm not gonna say it as eloquently as Hank Green, and I may have misinterpreted it as well. But there is like, it's not that those labels are inherently a bad thing, but I do think that to a certain extent they can just given how much they are in, they can maybe perhaps desensitize you to like things you should actually be like concerned about when it comes to mitigating cancer risk.
Yeah, did you know that there is actually no legal requirement to put or to label your like product as organic? There's no regulation behind it. You can just freely label your thing organic.
That makes me so annoyed.
Yeah, the organic label doesn't mean much of anything, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's so frustrating.
And like part of the reason I still trust California on that shit is because like they were the first people to really dig in on like the banning Red 40 thing. Florida still hasn't even touched the shit. It's still everywhere.
And I don't want to come down on California too hard on it, because I think it's a sentiment that's got its heart in the right place. Like, it's definitely a thing that we should be working on. I feel like a more concerted effort on it would be more effective. And there's still so much we don't understand about cancer, because as I said, there are so many, like just about anything can increase your risk for cancer. It's kind of ridiculous.
It is more or less from what I know about medicine, which is not enough to say that I'm like an expert. It is a just very natural thing. Especially
the fact that
you have way longer than we probably should.
You just have cancer cells in you on a daily basis. It's more like,
don't say that.
Huh? No, it's
true.
It's a natural part of being alive. It's your genes get all fucky wucky sometimes, and cells will start rapidly dividing when they're not supposed to. But your body has safeguards in place to stop that from happening. And so it's like what we think of as cancer is actually what happens when the safeguards fail. One of my favorite little tidbits is that like whales and like really big creatures are virtually immune to cancer. And there were two prominent theories for why. I can't remember the second one, but I will always remember the first one because it's one of the funniest things I've ever heard, which is that in creatures that big, cancers can grow cancers, and they will choke each other out, basically.
It's like Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns.
Yeah, the dude from The Simpsons. He, I mean, it's a very common. Well, I don't know, might not be common, but he's like such an old dude that he's got like every disease known to man and like multiple STDs, but they all keep each other in such balance that he's still alive
perfect
somehow.
Harmony.
Consequences.
They're eating each other.
Yeah, essentially.
But yeah, cancer is a very complicated thing. It arises for just so many different reasons. One of which can literally be space lasers, like just bursts of stellar activity can just fuck with your genes, and that can do it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that comes from space. Like, I can't remember how it came up. I think we were talking about this. Was it last night? How like beams from space can like flip computer bits and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, we were talking about quantum computing.
Quantum computing, that's what it was. That might have been a few nights ago, but yeah, that's one of the big like barriers on quantum computing right now, is that because quantum states are so delicate, like literal just like undetectable beams from space that you can do nothing to block can just hit your quantum computer, and there goes your quantum state. which is why a lot of the development on quantum computers these days is going into quantum error correction, which are these routines that use like a bunch of extra qubits to essentially ensure that you can still get a usable result out of a quantum calculation, in spite of the fact that it's pretty much impossible to completely eliminate outside factors.
You said it was like 80-20.
Okay, hold on.
Shooting for, right? Like 20%.
I'm gonna stop everyone right there because it's been the first time in a while we've gone over 20 minutes before starting a stream. So, Leo.
Oh no! Okay, yeah, go. Leo, say it.
All right. Let me go ahead and get stream started. So one thing I want to say before I do anything else, is no. This is like it's a brief announcement, which is that I've been foreshadowing this to the Empire's gang for several weeks now. But as of this stream, we have officially done more streams of Tales of Raveina than any other series on this channel. We just hit 56. Our previous record was Persona 4 at 55. So we are now, this is now, in a sense, there's a couple different metrics you could use to judge this. This is, in a sense, now the longest running or most streamed series on the channel.
I'd say even more so when you consider that we didn't have to restart the whole thing partway through.
Okay.
Like, this is staggering to me because Persona 4 went on forever.
I will say this. Persona 4, I don't think in terms of elapsed time, Persona 4, we still have not beat Persona 4. There's a couple reasons for that. Mm-hmm. One is that after the first 4 streams, I took like a 5-month break from Persona 4. And then when we had the Great Book Incident issue in the middle, I was only doing like 1 stream a month while I was like doing the like prep interim. So like Persona 4 is a long elapsed time, but in terms of actual number of streams, D&D is now number 1.
What?
It has been 590 days since our first D&D stream.
Wow.
I count it as the longest.
Woof. Okay.
But with that said, let me give you all the stream schedule real quick, and then we can like actually get into the thing that we said we were gonna stream. No changes since last night. At the moment, I'm planning on doing Celeste on Thursday. I think that should be able to go forward. It's been going all right on getting my end of semester work done. Then we should be doing an In Stars in Time stream on Friday. And there will, I think, be a Persona stream on Sunday, but that is going to be like, I have an exam that ends at like 4:30 on Sunday, so I'll be streaming after one of my finals, which might make it a little lower energy. We'll see how it goes. Regardless, though, that's about as far out as I've planned things for the moment. I will keep you all updated as I know more. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and hand things over, finally, to our DM Pirak to get us going for tonight.
Yay!
Yay!
So, where last we left off, our gang of intrepid heroes, which is definitely a cop-out, I should figure out something better to call you, successfully killed Vesuvius. They went back up into the sun, took out the second of the Fire Angel twins, and had a nice long heart of Inferno with Injia the Fire Titan.
Heart to heart of Inferno.
Successfully getting a piece of her in exchange for the tentative plan to make a garden in her honor.
I remember that. Yes, let's not forget that.
Garden. All right.
Garden.
Garden, who loves gardening? Rocks, you like
That's
rocks,
it.
right?
What a terrible assumption for you to make.
Just because
Stone
it's his
cutting
name and
20
heritage
hates it.
and everything you know about him.
Yeah, just because Rox happens to be named Rox and loves rocks does not mean you get to connect the dots, okay?
Rocks with rocks.
Yeah. Yes, rocks with rocks.
But yeah, as you guys are heading down the bridge created by the lantern of the sun, uh, Rocks, I believe there was something you wanted to contemplate very briefly as you began to leave the heart of Inferno.
Yeah. Yeah. Rocks is debating tossing that cube. He's walking down. He's been warned about his past coming to catch up with him. And honestly, he's not quite sure what that implies, but he's been ruminating on it and he's been thinking of like the people he's encountered and who in his life would come back. And honestly, Rox doesn't really want this to be in the hands of anyone right now. Rox is a man who is very, he wants information to be free, but seeing the head of the alchemists immediately burn away his life's work like that, just for the sake of like the greater good, really pushed Rox towards the direction that this is like a dark thing that is not for the betterment of humanity, even if it has come to clutch once or twice before for our party. Hell, even himself, actually Rox didn't die, and
He's never died.
But even still, everyone he knew died. But yeah, I think Rox is gonna slip out this little cube as they're walking down the steps. Probably like, how long of a walk is it again?
It's a long walk. It's like an hour walk to the bottom.
I was gonna say like a solid 15 minutes into this hour-long walk, Rox is just gonna kind of pull out this cube and just start kind of looking at it as he's walking down.
Ooh.
Kind of shaking it in his hand. He's got like a dark look in his eyes.
Can
Rocks?
Yes, yeah, I'm leaving opportunity for Prince to.
Okay. I was like, is Prince gonna be able to notice this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not hiding.
You all see him just take it out while you guys are walking down the bridge.
The party is wholly well aware that of this thing's existence. There's no reason to hide it, especially with Exodus dead.
Right.
Yeah. Prince will sort of glance over and just sort of, I guess, ask a probing question like, oh, you've got the cube out.
Yeah. I've been thinking about whether or not it's a good idea or not to keep this thing.
Well, as someone who has been, well, saved many times by the knowledge contained on that cube, I must confess I am a little queasy about the thought of simply throwing it away, but...
First, I would attribute you not being dead to the circumstances of the land, not the scroll.
Sure,
if
but
it weren't an that wouldn't have happened anyways. But I do get your point.
For not the scroll, I doubt I would have made
instead?
as speedy of a recovery. Or any recovery at all. I don't think you quite understand what it feels like to have your flesh rotting away while you walk around.
Rox is not going to react to that particular jab at all. He's like, okay, but to be more, wow, I can't speak. In that same aspect, look at it the other side. You're glad that we lived, and I'm glad that we lived. But imagine if the jackals were the ones who had their hands on this. Imagine if we had to fight all of them again.
Certainly, it wouldn't be a good. It wouldn't have been a good arrangement. We barely made it out of there alive as is, and I do recognize the risks, but as I said, it's just... It's hard to give it up when you know what could happen.
Does that thing even work? Is it complete? I thought you weren't sure.
It definitely doesn't work. But it's the only thing left to make something like it work. If that makes sense.
As I recall,
defeating Daebrew.
Oh yeah. I mean, what if Beho's died? I didn't even think about that. I'm all worried about him dying, but we could bring him back.
As long as he is, in fact, in a place where the curse of the land keeps souls attached to their body. But, to be honest, that curse has seemed to follow us around for a while. I mean, just look at the white dragonlings.
The white dragonlings? What?
The dragons we fought. They came back.
Oh.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah.
So as far as I can tell,
they came back alive and tried to eat us, but it was no problem.
Oh my god, that could happen.
Indeed, it could.
Ew.
As far as I can tell, at least at the moment, this curse seems to be rather far-reaching.
Kyle, Shona, you both have died before. What are your thoughts?
All you can think about when somebody's like big hammer is coming towards your face or whatever is, man, I wish I could have done it differently.
While it's nice to still be alive after dying, I seem to have been brought back as a means for more death, so...
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We forgot about that, Kyle.
I mean, think about it. All of us could have died in Oza, and they still would have been stopped.
I mean, would they have? I thought Prince
okay,
only was able to
look at it like this. Prince died early, obviously, so Prince wouldn't be there for the final fight. But if I recall correctly, Prince also went down pretty quickly in that fight as well. No offense, Prince, you're way stronger now.
Well, the only reason the Behos and everybody else that helped got out was because Prince came back.
True.
Remember, like, you crawled through caves or whatever you told us?
It was brutal, I must say.
Should we put it to a vote?
Put it to a vote. Rox would let you guys put it to a vote.
Put it to a vote.
Did we, like, make a complete version of it? Be like, okay, we have the scroll, and it's chill, I guess. And then, like, lock it in a vault until we can get rid of this whole curse thing? Or, you know, I don't know.
I think that is a worse idea than just holding on to this. But I understand your thinking, Shona.
I think we're gonna need it.
Kyle, are you worried about death? You know, you usually walk around, you're pretty flamboyant and just, like, chill.
I am flamboyant, thank you.
Rox is gonna, like, furrow his eyebrows the hardest you guys have seen him furrow them. Not in, like, an angry way, just in, like, a thinking way. Like, he's just kind of staring, like, confused at the cube, at his own writing, and like admiring his own handiwork in a way, but in a way that is beyond the cube itself. Bro is ominous.
He is in the middle of it. He is holding on to the fates.
Well, from the horse's mouth, Beho said that we may not have the means to fight Daebrew, and this would do it, you know?
Oh, wow. You're not wrong.
So...
Rox is going to casually repocket the cube.
I will nod.
And continue walking.
All right.
He's been convinced. For now.
All right.
For now, it is not an immediate threat of the idea of it being out there. Unironically, Shona's idea was so out there that it made just holding on to the cube seem like an acceptance. Not like he was already
real and then hide
he was already tilted over, but what Shona said was unironically the straw that broke the camel's back.
Wait, what did Shona say?
That we should complete the scroll and then lock it in a vault until Daebrew is gone.
I see.
As a good idea or as a bad idea?
That's a bad idea. Well, it's okay. It's
Okay,
not
that's what I thought.
necessarily a bad idea. It's just if the point
bad
is to
idea.
keep it away from Deabrura, completing the scroll is not the way to go.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, all right.
Just complete it and then just hide it. It's funny.
There are no words left from Rox for the rest of this hour-long stairway walk.
It's an hour. I forgot how long it is. What
Yeah.
long is this falling for? Oh my fucking god. That's a cartoon.
An hour up to the
Have
sun.
no fear, because he was catapulted, he was thrown down them. Like, I guarantee you, he shaved 20 minutes off before he hit the ground. Before he
5-minute
landed
ride.
on the first stick.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. I'm sorry, Exodus, that you had to go like that. That's so far. We threw him so far that he hit the stairs. It just kept hitting the stairs.
It didn't even work. I mean, it did, but it didn't, because that fucker.
It was charred and then brutalized. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, Exodus, your death is the funniest.
I'm glad we have a funny death now, because Oz is sad.
Oz's
Yeah,
was
yeah.
sad.
Very unbefitting of his character.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
It-
we
that-
walked down, yeah.
As an aside, that death affected me quite a bit. Like when it happened, like I was like, damn, just sucks.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Tomboy
That affected
dead.
the whole party. We were sad like the 2-3 sessions after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Running into Shona did not make anyone happy.
No, it did not make anything.
It just brought it further sharper into relief.
It's like, oh, we have bad Aze now.
Yeah, bad Oz. Oh no.
Worse, Aze.
We have Oz at home.
We have Aze at home.
We have Ezra.
Shona running through a forest of goblins.
But
We're
yeah,
back down from the bridge.
you guys make it all the way down, and you see that Losafo is still just standing ponderingly over the lava.
Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, we probably have to fight this guy.
Shona's gonna like walk slowly.
He just
What if
really
we-
wants the fire.
Yeah, what
that
if we just
only have
don't
one.
acknowledge him? What if we just walk past him? Can I roll
Oh,
a
Joe's gonna
persuasion,
say hi.
Merrick? Merrick, can I
Yeah,
roll
yeah,
persuasion to walk past him with my swagger?
That is
Rox was already
No.
gonna walk past him. He's like by default. Rox is
Charisma
doing it.
check.
So it's just a matter of whether anyone joins.
Yeah, but Rox does this, and then Kyle adds in like a confidence aura. He had 1 million aura.
Just
Yeah.
like
You're so confident he chooses not to look at you because he'd be ashamed. I don't think that's how
Yeah.
that works. I don't think I could. I don't think logically I could put that together.
Unless
you look so confident that he knows you failed the quest and doesn't and don't have the heart.
he does, he's like, this motherfucker, he's faking it. Yep.
So, how did it go?
I mean, you know, we got yelled at a goddess for a while, so how are you doing?
I am grappling.
With
Well, the fact of the matter is that despite your persuasions, I am still conflicted. The mere fact that you know who Olnak and Fudar are, outside of my periphery, goes to show that there is at least some basis to the rumor that you've brought to my attention as non-denizens of the fire plane. But the fact of the matter is, as well, that I do not feel any different.
I mean, if I were a slaver and I passed away, I wouldn't want them to know. That sounds terrible, but it's probably true. I wouldn't want them to know. I want them to carry on, I guess.
I say, have no fear. People die when they are dead.
People die when they are killed.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Is there any way you could check? I don't know if that was what the lava bath was about.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Make it important, but ask of me a wish, and I'll see if I have the physical capability to grant it.
Oh, Rox is
Jonas
immediately put his hand on you. Like I don't know how close he was to this conversation, but so long as he heard this, he's immediately walking and stopping Shona and being like, "Wait."
Wait.
I'm pretty sure. Shona, no offense to the merchant, I'm pretty sure the genie's entire thing is wishes that come true in a not good way. Correct me
This
if
one
I'm
is
wrong.
different. Although certainly my patron did have a habit of making wishes that would not suit the grantor's fancy. And although there are certainly limitations on things such as the wish spell, which operate on a level of cosmic proportions that cannot be understood by modern mages.
Understand.
Understand.
Oh, he's
I am merely
unironically
using this as
casting
a
wish.
test of power. It won't do everything you ask of it, but within reason it may be able to accomplish a long-standing desire or otherwise unmentioned capability.
Oh my god. Wow. Dude, you're so cool. I think. I mean, I know it's a test, but the fact that you can even...
All right,
do that,
Shona.
cool.
I warned you.
I think...
Was that a
What?
question, actually, real quick? Was that just a funny way of saying you're casting wish? Or is that this is different?
He was making a point that this is different.
Oh, okay. I did mishear that. Cool.
Oh.
I would have been A-okay with just casting wish, too. Would have been funny.
No, he
I
said
think-
that genies do make bad wishes and that wish itself is limited by weird cosmic reality nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
He is testing out a power that is different from it.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay. Complete the cube. You guys. What if we wish for the complete cube?
Do you mind just like we'll go on the light bridge and talk for a second? I mean, I guess you could be here as well. I don't know if anyone's
not- No, we are not doing that, Kyle.
We're huddled.
All right, I'll self you.
Kyle, we are not doing that.
Why not? Tell me why.
Because, like I said,
Shona's
Shona's plan of completing the scroll and hiding it until the day of Burns get here is bad. And if we complete the scroll, we have to do that plan.
I mean-
but a mistake.
We could take him.
You could take him.
Oh, no,
You had lunch the other day.
Shona can make her own wish, Kyle.
I mean, okay, look, I would. The first thing that came to mind was an infinite pot of coffee. So I think we should talk a little first before I go willy wishing.
Quite frankly, I think if you blew a wish on that, I don't think I could even be that mad. He's not gonna say it out loud, but because there are way worse options.
A harmless wish is
100
better than a wish that
Oh, no.
actively does harm.
I want a really fast hedgehog named Sonic.
What, like as a pet?
No, I just want it to exist in the world. I've been dreaming about this fandom since I was 7.
Yeah, I want Sonic Chew to be real.
Okay,
That's
just
not-
all of it.
Sonic Chew.
Let's not have Sonichu be real. I think that
I wish Pokemon were real.
I
I
don't
was
want that.
afraid to see things zap to the extreme.
Zap to me. What the heck? Okay, look, does anyone have like some long-standing wishes and stuff they'd like to accomplish?
I think it would be great if you would cure world hunger.
No, I'm sorry. Everyone's hungry forever.
I just said that its power is limited.
Okay, so some like personal goals. Could it make someone buff? Kyle, do you want to
Start
be buff?
small, please. Although being buff would potentially be in the range of things that are possible.
Make me smarter.
Kyle, I don't think that's possible.
I'm already as smart as can be.
I
It's
think it
very
would be
well.
really cool if
Yeah,
Bunker
yeah.
could put himself back together. Like a bunch of Lego pieces. You don't know what those
Okay.
guys. I don't even know what those are. It just came to me in a dream. But like, I want it to where when he breaks
Imagine
apart into a
An
bajillion
interlocking
pieces,
brick system.
I can just have magic or like his core, like magnetize all the pieces back together, and he snaps back, and he's like ready and raring to go again. That way,
I'm
I
not
could just
gonna
use him
lie.
as like a bomb.
I know for a
I like
fact
it
for a
for that
wish
last
spell.
part.
I know for a fact that Prince would not care, but I really want that to happen.
I want rocks to like come up and be like, imagine an interlocking brick system.
I
Like a
want
kid's
Bunker
toy.
to be
No, it's not a
reusable.
kid's toy.
Rox's wish is make Lego real.
I wish Legos were real.
Okay. Does anyone have any good wishes?
I wish
have
to
one
know the
idea.
wish spell.
Would that
I don't
work?
think that would work. I don't
Kyle,
think that
you
would
could
work.
if you learned the spell wish, you would just be sitting there waiting to be able to cast it for like 9 levels.
Oh no.
Oh, I would. That's all. That's a perfect.
Yeah, you'd know it, but you wouldn't have the spell slots.
The ultimate way.
I can't use
Oh,
like
that's
3
funny.
third-level spell slots.
Yo, I guess you could. I don't even know. Well, we don't have the sword anymore, but I think even if you had the sword, it wouldn't be able to contain wish.
It had 9 slots, so I think it would be contained. I think it would be able to contain it. I just don't think. I think you still need someone to cast it for it to end up in the sword in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I wish.
Oh, you're right.
I wish. I don't know. I still like the cube thing, but it sounds like that's a no-go.
I certainly wouldn't be opposed to
Yeah.
the cube thing, but I do understand your reservations, Rox.
The cube still works apparently. We don't need to put the wish on. Shona, what do you want?
Well, okay. I have 2 ideas. One, we wish to know how Behose is being trapped. That way we don't have to worry about it. Like we know what's
Waste.
going on. Second of all, magic fists.
Okay.
You.
I think the 1st
I'm
one
cool
is
with
better.
magic fists. I would also say that maybe for your first wish, you could
Oh wait, there's
try
also
and
the
maybe
plastic,
get
like,
a means of repeatable teleportation. Maybe I don't know.
that's also cool. There's also like the classic one, like set him free. I guess he's not caged anymore if this works though. So, you know.
I feel as though if he were able to wish himself free, he would have done so already, but...
Well, now you know someone
Well,
else has to.
Yeah, have you never seen the movie?
What movie?
The play.
The play.
It's by. Wait,
Yeah, the
What's
Ozzy
what
and
what
Willie
what is
Spear?
this world's version of Aladdin or whatever?
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Elf boy.
Day of
Personally,
Brewing
I vote
Nights.
for Magic Fist.
You personally vote for Magic Face?
Yes.
Hmm.
That way Rox doesn't have to cast spells on them again.
I was planning on getting gauntlets anyways.
True.
Just gonna walk up.
And the only reason
Right.
you needed gauntlets, the only reason you needed the spell was because they would have melted in the center of the sun.
They woulda. Well, I wanted that for extra damage after
And
seeing
cold.
the second,
True.
the third D6. Okay, I have questions.
Guys, I have a wish. What if I wish to be immune to radiation?
Oh, that's a good one, Kyle.
I think that would prevent future problems, but not solve the current.
What was your wish, Shona?
Okay, I have a few questions. Do we get more than one wish, and can I use one to like set you free?
This is a test. I don't know if it will work that way, and if I could
already-
grant more wishes, I wouldn't do it so willfully.
Well, okay, if I was like, we do the test one, and then I'm like, okay, I wish you free, and then would that help you, or would you? I don't know. You might already be free, but if this works,
If I was already free, then we wouldn't have known whether or not the wish worked.
then I'll do a normal one. But if you need me to like say the words, I wish you free, just let me know, okay?
I'm
No,
not
it's like-
offering you all a world-altering, life-changing monkey's paw. Just wish for a sandwich or something manageable, and I'll try my best.
I wish for the bumper thing. I wish for the thing that Rock said about bumper. Legos.
Magic Fist or Bumper gains the ability to reconstruct himself from death.
Should we
Because
put
he
your
is an
vote?
inanimate object.
If we put your vote, I vote for bumper.
Actually, I think gameplay-wise, the way that mechanic would work is Bumper just wouldn't take damage from his own attacks or from missing getting catapulted. He would like slam into the wall, shatter into a million pieces, and then combine.
And just shoot.
But like his core would probably still have health.
I wish for the fist. Fuck it. Do the wish.
Yeah,
do the
do-
wish.
Yeah.
Start
Alright.
do the fist.
Do
First
something for
wish.
yourself.
Okay, I wish for like cool magical fists.
All right. Your wish is my command.
Your hands are tentacles, Shona!
They just get really, like, unfortunately big. They are the size of, like, what's the last bit? They're the size of the giant tools.
Oh, no. Finally, I can lift that anvil.
Shona, you feel different? Your hands do feel strange, odd. Somehow shaped and changed in a way they weren't before, but they don't change or appear to be different as far as visual inspection goes.
They feel tingly.
Punch that tree. Punch this tree over here on the left.
What if I fall in the line?
Can I do an Arcana check on Shona's fist?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Sweet! I don't have Owlbear open. I've just been staring at my character sheet.
Thinking
really
really
interesting,
hard.
I gotta tell you.
I've been like looking at my spells and shit. I was looking at Bumper and saying like what he could do. All right, Arcana check. Oh no, you have 5 fingers. That is
I never knew that.
25.
Shona's hands appear to have some magical aura infused in them.
He's gonna look at the genie and go, "It worked."
Oh my god.
Oh.
Dude, are you free?
I guess that means I'm free.
Oh my god, let's party!
Congrats.
Yay.
I'm afraid party will have to wait. I have some things I need to do in the City of Fire.
And they pulls out a gun and he shoots us.
Wait. How do we like
Hitler.
get in contact to make sure like your life's going good after another couple months?
Who knows? Maybe we'll meet each other again someday, but right now I have other more pressing concerns. Thank
Wisdom check. Wisdom check.
you. Thank you, Shona.
You're welcome. Go out and do great things. Wisdom check. Okay.
He's gonna do
How much
terrible,
malice
terrible
is in his
things.
voice? Okay, 14.
That motherfucker's going home to kill people.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh no.
They might not be good people, but like,
Yeah,
he
he's
is
getting
definitely
revenge.
gonna kill people.
Like, nobody should be killing anybody. That's
He
That's
was
what we're going
someone's
for.
servant, and
Yeah.
now he is not.
Do y'all
yeah. Go get him.
ever feel like the world is so complex and you're never ever gonna get it right?
You have cool hands now.
You're right, Kyle.
Rox is gonna put his hand on Shona's shoulder and go, "Yeah."
Oh yeah, he's thinking about the cube.
Prince
will
kind of like
Shona.
Prince sort of like gazes down at the ground a little bit, just in a sort of like woeful
no.
way.
Shona's gonna just do the exact same motion Rox did, like pat him on the shoulder. Yeah. Okay. Shona's gonna walk
We got
over.
like a conga line of hand on shoulder. We're all just
Yeah.
sighing collectively. Yeah.
Shona will walk over to the glass and like kind of run her hand along it.
Okay.
Breaks the glass.
It doesn't
Do I
like
feel anything?
spontaneously explode.
Well,
Punch
I was mostly thinking like, I don't know if it would cut it.
Oh,
Punch it.
I don't want to.
I just
Explode
realized.
that.
it really actually doesn't feel that different for you, Shona, because you already got an ability at 6th level that makes your fist magic. But
I know.
Now you could reclass and your fist would be magic.
basically, I guess. And
Okay,
the
so
genie
they're
is
literally-
gone.
All right, so they're literally just magical. They're literally just
I'm
what
glad
happened
we
this
didn't
next
have
spell.
Yeah.
Okay, I should have been more specific. Or just gone with my original one. 'Cause I knew that too. I was just like, it'll mean something different.
I'll just have to get good enough at science to make that Bumper's upgrade. In fact, I'm writing that down in my journal. Bump in all caps, Bumper idea.
Lego
when
bumper.
he explodes,
Lego bumper.
he don't.
You know.
The
No,
Lego
you.
Bumper movie.
Okay, well, who wants to... Wait, we can't go home, can we?
We still have like 18 hours here, you guys.
No!
We could go talk to the dragon.
I mean, maybe.
Is that something
I think
want
we
to
are
do?
going to go camping.
What, should we... How about we, like, go tell that one tribe of, like... I forgot what they were called, but those people that the fire bridge is up, and that they could go say hello to the goddess, and hopefully she's chill and nice.
I don't think we'll find them. They've moved on by now.
I also am
think
not
that
sure.
we should not go. So you go first.
I'm also not sure the goddess would particularly. Honestly, I'm not sure they would make it up the bridge.
Oh yeah.
They're fire
yeah.
immune.
Well, even more so than that, I'm willing to bet that we were a rare exception in being allowed in. She knew you.
I thought
She doesn't know
people
them.
used to, like, go up and, like, make offerings and be like, thank you, goddess, for being fire.
I mean, yeah, like, and then Roxy's gonna look at his watch and do a history check to remember how many years ago that was. 18?
They said like 1,000 years ago.
Like 1,000 years ago.
Well, somebody's got to be a trendsetter.
Mm.
I mean, you want to do nothing for 18 hours?
I want to talk to the dragon.
I mean, Kyle, I might be so bored I come with you.
Once you ask Rox that question and he just stares at you. By the way, you want to do nothing for
really
18 hours, and he just like stiff as a board, unreacting.
No, I like to think a slight smile comes on his face. Just like,
In
oh.
his soul.
Shona, you read my mind.
I would like to do
Yes.
nothing.
Okay, well, let's
different.
go back and check on... No, Ice Lady will just be... We've got to do something, okay? I'm going to go insane.
Let's go talk to the dragon.
Do you think... Do we have anything to
Why
offer?
would we
we have that heart piece,
intentionally
but we
put
should get it out.
ourselves in a precarious situation?
Maybe if we sing real good, they'll give us some money.
Do you think... I mean, Kyle, you could give him your gold and, like, just say we want to chat and here's the payment. But
Let's try that out.
do you really want to give it up?
Yeah, alright. I'm broke anyway. I like a
I mean,
challenge.
shoot. Let's go talk to a dragon.
Pardon me, I highly doubt a dragon is going to be open for conversation.
I mean, you never know, Ross.
We've shown up. I know you joined just barely after, but we have had encounters with dragons before.
Oh,
They
right.
didn't have personality or a brain yet, I guess. I bet this one will talk to us.
I mean, do we want, like, a backup plan? Like a teleport away spell? You got any of those?
Yeah?
You do?
Well, I got the sweet cape.
Dimension
Take a
door is
person.
40 feet and line of sight. You're gonna have to leave. The dimension. I need to stay in character. The dimension door has a limited range, Kyle. You're still going to get torched wherever you teleport.
500 feet's pretty good, dude.
Yes, and a dragon can cross that easily.
What if I just lay it on the ground and I run away?
Then
not-
you would be giving it gold.
Might find it amusing. Oh, that's
Well,
true.
yeah, maybe he'll like us. I don't know, we should talk to him.
I mean, I'm not hearing any
I
convincing
don't-
arguments against not talking to a murderous dragon.
It is an animal.
So are
It is not like a
you.
god. Okay, this is an animal that lacks common tongue.
Oh, does
We'll
it?
put it to a vote.
Put it to a vote. How do we vote?
I was gonna say, this vote's going to be 50-50.
Yeah.
Should we flip a coin, you guys?
No.
Rux isn't going to a fucking dragon.
I'll flip the coin says heads or tails.
All right. Well, we gotta come up with something.
Do we? I was
Yes.
personally thinking of
We
just.
accomplished our mission. Now
Do you have
we are going.
any books?
I guarantee you, we're just going to be attacked existing in this plane over the next 18 hours.
So
We
let's
should
stay
get
on the
ready
move.
for that and long rest.
Got this. You guys can go right by the crystal. We and Shona, we can go talk to a dragon.
I'm fine with this idea.
Rox does not want to resort to violence, but he's not letting these fuckers go talk to a dragon. It's a dragon. A dragon killed one of our party members.
Kyle, Shona,
Baby dragon.
why?
You
Well,
attacked
let me
first.
go.
We are not going to speak to a dragon with no good reason.
Dan, you better come up with something better to talk to.
Nothing. We can go talk. I'm down. I'm a-okay if we go and see if the merchants are still there. If you really want
All right.
someone to talk to,
Let's go.
why
No,
don't you
Shona.
go? What, Shona? Just look all around you. Do you see how many interesting rocks are around here? You could stare at the
Rocks, that's
lava
your
for
thing.
like.
That's
No, but they're not dragons, Shona. Talk to a dragon. Think about it. He's gonna be in this huge cave. Think about all the treasures. You have magic fists now. Just put your
Kyle,
hands up.
no
you know?
dragons.
Block the fire.
Guys, I have an idea. Let's just fill the whole day out. Let's go talk to them about how to talk to a dragon. Then let's go talk to a dragon. Ask him about how to talk to the fire giants, and then we'll keep on going.
Rox
I
is
think we
going to.
started
We
with
have
the
no
dragon.
guarantee that any of these parties are on friendly terms with each other. In fact, I'd rather assume that they are not.
With a silence that is like, I dropped my mic. With a silence that is equivalent to yelling silence, Rox is going to walk over to Shona and put his hands on her shoulders and just look at her as if he's about to jostle her and go, Shona, I can talk to you about rocks for the next 18 hours.
How about 3? And then we go visit the people.
Rox is thinking because he doesn't really have a 3 hours worth of conversation about rocks. It's really more like a straight 15-hour lecture in his head.
You can't stop
It's
having
like, can I get that?
I can make that work.
a brief history of rocks.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
Is Shona okay with this? Am I about to
Yes.
roll a stone cunning to give Shona a fucking igneous rock lesson?
It
Yeah,
should take
sure.
us 3 hours to get to the people, so let's go.
Yeah, but the people suck. I don't like this
Stone
option.
Shona's gonna
less
like
likely
look
to
back
kill
at
you than a
Kyle and
drink.
wink.
Oh, sweet.
Stone cunning's history, right? Yeah, double proficiency in doing history checks related to stone.
Yeah, roll a history check, and depending on how well you roll, it will keep Shona occupied for more or less amounts of time. Because Shona
21.
is so dumb, she could be distracted by rocks.
And Rox is great at talking about rocks because he rolled a 21.
Oh my god.
Shona, he talks to you for 4 hours about rocks. And that's at multiple occasions you get so invested in this conversation that you just stop walking entirely. That way you can argue about certain points. Like petrified trees.
I think granite is a lot better than you're giving it credit for.
Listen. It's aesthetically, it's an amazing rock. I'll give it that. But construction-wise, it's just the material is lacking.
Ah, okay. Oh my god, this is awesome. Alright, Kyle and Prince, how are you coping with this?
Prince does not care.
Yeah,
like Prince is zoned out. Prince is not. Prince is just glad that Rox is the one keeping Shona distracted.
Does
How are
this
you
really have
feeling?
the wherewithal to not say anything for 22 hours?
What?
Damn.
I don't know. Kyle does what drugs he has and then just thinks about all the shit being stolen not an hour ago.
You're not wrapped into the rocks.
Nope. Thinking about a dragon and being sad.
Prince is like keeping an eye on Kyle to make sure Kyle doesn't bolt. That's what Prince is doing.
Kyle is turning into Captain Ahab. He's like drawing dragons in the dirt with a stick, and he's like, my red devil.
Every time Shona
launch my
stops the
dreams.
entire party to stop to talk about rocks.
All right, 4 hours pass.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Go ahead and make an investigation check once you guys get to the ash forest.
Who wants to do that?
Gosh. I can do that. I'm generally the guy in front and
No.
with the high investigation. I have an
We all roll
investigation of
investigation?
4.
We all roll investigation?
No.
Anyone have an investigation higher than 4?
I have
Don't
a
even ask.
investigation of 4, so not higher, no. Good
No.
lord.
Oh,
The conversation was too good.
we
Wow,
gotta
my
go
God,
to
that's
the
better
dragon.
than Kyle. Or worse.
This is the first
Dragon.
time we've gotten to tell someone about rocks in over a decade.
Dragon.
What were you gonna say?
And that one would take us to a dragon for sure.
You get lost in the forest and don't find any fire genasi for another 2 hours, let's say.
Guys, where are we going? This isn't getting us fucking anywhere. I told you we weren't gonna find him.
Oh wait. Dang, that was riveting.
I mean, at this
where are
point,
we?
We could be right next to the dragon. Does that make you any happier, Kyle?
I guess. No, not really.
Okay then.
I
And then
mean-
he's gonna keep walking, and now we cut to being at the actual emergence, no longer lost.
Wait, I think we gotta find him.
Yeah. Going
Oh.
around, like, their camp is gone. I'm fine with you guys eventually just sort of doubling back to, like, the places you know. Tree with a face on it, tree with, like, a particularly gnarled stump. But at the Fire Genasi camp, they're just not there anymore.
Makes sense.
What?
Well, let's hope they actually moved on and didn't get captured by some other manner of...
Oh, damn.
I mean, should we check?
Out of character, I'm
Investigation
not gonna
check.
lie. If you get kidnapped that frequently in that little a span of time, you should just be done for.
Can we should we investigate and make sure that Alsafo didn't just come and kill him? I don't know if he said he had anything against. I'm a little worried.
I'm game to
Look
investigate
for
the camp.
ashes.
Oh yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
do it.
to the other gin one.
Look for footprints.
Yeah, alright. I want to roll investigation on this place.
Alright.
Rocks is thinking about rocks.
What else could I tell Shona?
Kyle?
That's shit. That's a 7. Forget about me.
Prince also win.
You notice?
I mean,
this
if
place is
we're
kinda
both allowed to,
Yeah.
if we're both allowed to do the
Kinda warm.
investigation check, I was gonna have Prince do that, but
You
Yeah,
can.
sure.
it's
You got an
As
18 then.
you-
22 from me.
Yeah, Prince, you've only were gone for about a day, so between the time that's passed and the time that you spend in the material plane, there are enough footprints to keep on tracking, but at some point you do notice that this is most likely not an avenue you want to go down. Tracking them for... it depends on when the party decides would be a good time to stop, but you will notice that you are leaving the peninsula that the Lantern of the Sun is on and heading a number of miles deeper into the ash forest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Alright, what do you say to us?
Definitely. Once
I
we
kind of
get
turn back to the
rock,
party,
we
and I'm
first
just
know.
like, it seems that they've made some decent headway away from here. I don't think following them any further is going to really get us back in contact with them.
The fact they've made such ground, though, makes me think that they're safe. So it's good at least.
Okay. I mean, alright, how much time we have left?
And
Dragon.
question.
Like I said, it depends on how long you guys are willing to continue
Um,
following the Fire Genasi.
That's
No.
a good question. I feel
I'm
like
done.
we would not, upon getting to the camp, Rox would put a stop after 45 minutes. No, an hour, because then he'd be like, okay, we still have to double back wherever we find them. They're gone by now.
Alright. You have 16 and a half hours left.
Oh, Lord.
Why did we kill that thing so fast?
Alright, who says we go see the dragon now? Because what else are we gonna do?
Let me look it up. Hold on, I'm looking up ruling. How does vision? How far can I send Bumper into this cave?
Into the Dragon Cave? I think he
Yeah.
can be...
Just
Let me look it
technically-
up, because I don't remember. Homunculus Servant.
Fishing bonus.
Fishing through the Wikidot to
There's
find...
I can't see
red
anything on the base statement that says anything.
It can move and use its reactions, blah, 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 blah. I guess it can be... I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah.
The only
It can go
problem
as far
I
as you
don't-
want,
I
but
can't-
it does have to make it back. I don't think it can communicate to you either. Can you see through its eyes or anything like that, or is it
That's
just
what I was gonna say. I don't think I can.
Bumper
I
can't
think I can just
speak?
command him. Yeah. Bumper could come back and stare at me coldly. Yeah, he would not be useful here. I need to remember he's a robot at the end of the day.
Surprisingly, not a good scout.
He can unlock doors. If he tries hard enough.
Stupid rat.
Rat. I love him.
You're making me look bad.
That's how I feel every time I miss that catapult. He explodes into a gajillion pieces, and I'm like, dumb rat! You're making me
Dog.
look bad. Stupid dog.
You're making me look bad. But yeah, you guys are, I guess, outside of what you assume or know to be the Dragon Cave, since it's the other cave that the fire giants aren't in, and you're just sort of looking ominously into the mouth.
Kyle, I
Oh.
guarantee you the dragon will want you dead upon seeing you.
I'll cast Sacred Flame cantrip and then walks into the cave with as a light.
Okay.
All
I
right.
don't know
Oh,
how to stop
God.
this without hurting Kyle physically. I
Should
don't
we,
wanna
like,
hurt
should you guys
Kyle
stay out?
physically.
I'll look
Perhaps
back and I'll
it's-
say, I'll be invisible, okay?
You're holding a flame.
Dragons work off smell. Probably.
They do. They have an amazingly keen sense of smell. They will notice. They have spent their whole life living in this cave. They will know any difference.
I need to do this. Kyle walks deeper.
Why
in.
do you need to
You
do
have already
this?
fought a dragon.
I need to
Shut
get
off
rid of this
all.
money, man.
You can leave it here, and he can grab it from the front entrance. In parentheses, like DoorDash.
DoorDash.
All right. So who's going into the Dragon Cave?
I am
Um,
actively debating using the rope of climbing to grab Kyle as a lasso.
You guys, what if it's like a diplomatic dragon?
If it were a diplomatic dragon, the fire giants would have told us about it.
The fire giants would tell us shit. They hated us.
Not the one that broke the fucking lens. You didn't hear that F-bomb. Those don't exist in D&D.
They're much more cordial. I mean, what'd he say? Anyone remember?
You just said that there's
Please.
a dragon, basically, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Please,
They mentioned
do,
it's a
this
dragon
is such
god.
an unnecessary risk. We do not need to be doing this.
You can leave the gold here, and we can go, or we can just go, Kyle. I'm not letting you kill yourself.
I think it's gonna be okay.
I think you
I
think it's
don't.
gonna be okay, but it's not.
I don't know where you
need,
got
like-
some twisted idea in your head about dragons, but these are highly dangerous creatures.
I also know
You
that they're
need to live-
intelligent.
Kyle.
A baby already killed one of us. An adolescent at best.
You need to live so you can get your money back.
I just want to go meet the dragon.
I don't know, like turn to Kyle, like, Kyle, do you need something right now? Like
I
something
thought you were
different?
coming with.
No, I am, I think, but let's just put this question out there first. Do you need something? Like a change of pace? A fresh start? What makes a dragon so appealing? Besides, you know, the obvious, but the obvious is also dangerous.
I just wait, Merrick. Can I roll insight on this? If the dragon is like gonna be, cordial.
No. You have no idea. But Kyle and Shona, you can both make perception checks as you guys are coming into the cave to scope it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. No.
Oh,
God damn,
Oh.
you suck at this.
12?
Can I re-roll that?
By the way,
of
the
course I
second, Rox is standing at the mouth of the cave, but the second they fully disappear into, darkness, Rox is gonna start following.
Oh my god, bro! It got worse. Perception.
Rox, do you want to make a perception check as well?
Yeah.
That's a fucking
seeing literally
I've got
everyone
dark
else
vision,
go into the
unlike-
cave. Seeing literally everyone else. Actually, specifically, yeah, seeing everyone else go into the cave. Prince heaves like the biggest sigh you've ever heard in your life.
Rox definitely would look at Prince before going in and going, sorry, and then follow in. But yeah, perception check. 15.
Oh wow.
Was
Thank God someone rolled well.
can I count this as I have the eagle since I'm like looking deeply into the cave?
Yeah, that's
Oh
fine.
yeah, advantage on. Oh yeah, I just have advantage on sight-based perception checks.
And I will cast.
do?
I will roll perception as well.
That's the benefit of my goggles. So it's not actually a 20; it's potentially higher.
Oh,
25.
Okay.
Oh my
I
god.
got in. Prince got in
natural.
an 18 on perception as well.
Yeah.
So the two
Rox
people
in
the front.
particular, I'd say more so than Prince, gets a good scope of the cave, and it's not
Yeah,
a
shout out.
competition, but Rox is winning. What most notably sticks out, besides the giant hoard of treasure, the three strangely robed men who appear to be cultists in some way, shape, or form, is a strange lens that is almost exactly 5 feet in diameter, sitting on top of a giant pile of wealth.
Wow,
God.
how convenient. That
However, you do notice, save for the cultist, that the dragon is sat in this red-hot looking crevice, sound asleep. It looks like.
in comparison to the baby dragons, how big is this?
From head to tail, it's probably 25 feet long, standing at about 15 feet tall. The thing is pretty huge. It is literally like if a bungalow or like a small house attacked you.
Jesus. Okay.
Wow.
That's a very good description.
That's so big. Like, that would be awful to encounter in real life. I would die.
You'll die here.
That's it, you guys. I think I got enough. I think I want to leave now. But also,
yeah, Rox would be whispering to Kyle while he's still like a full 15 feet behind, like, Kyle, it's asleep. Let's go. Drop the gold.
I dropped
He
the
won't even
gold.
point out the cultists. He doesn't want. If he points out the cultist, Kyle's gonna run to the cultist.
I drop a little bit of gold with one single dollar bill poking at the top to let him know who it's from.
Sign it.
Yeah, I sign it KH, and then I look at Shona, and then the camera filming this whole thing like a Jim Halpert reaction as I point at the goddamn lens. It's like, now what the fuck is that? Are you fucking kidding me?
It's just
This is some
there.
bullshit. It's a shrine to how much I don't have. I fucking hate this thing. And he walks.
like this, Kyle. We didn't have to fight the dragon.
No, yeah, that's right, because we would have died. You know what? I should listen more often, but also, like this is. We should go. I have nothing. I'm trying to come up with something way to defend being here, but I can't. Like, this was stupid and insane.
Rox is gonna like close his eyes as in like a. I understand. Dragons probably aren't in Kentucky.
I'm not in Kentucky anymore. And no, we did have dinosaurs though, which we walked past that really fast. That there are dinosaurs here, but also like. Yeah, yep. No more of this. Don't want to fight any more large creatures because that made me that's terrifying, you guys. I didn't know you had to deal with this. And I guess you'll leave. That's all there is to say. I can't believe these guys have to deal with dragons, and in Kentucky we have chickens.
And so you guys peacefully and quietly leave the dragon cave.
Thank fucking God. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, man, I really,
You are not allowed to be mad that nothing happened.
I'm not. I'm just. Every sentence Shona says for the next 20 minutes is just cut short. But I really meant it.
Yeah, I mean, it was really.
Well, we
You
saw
know,
the
in my
dragon.
head.
Kinda,
I just didn't think it'd be Chinese.
So, now, should we put it to a vote? Who's in favor of sitting by the crystal?
I mean, surely there's something else we could do.
Rox's gonna raise his hand.
Well, to be fair, we did
fine.
encounter some fire elementals around the crystal last time. Perhaps it would be better
Alright,
to...
let's stay here then. Let's just stay in that lantern there. He just left this whole pocket dimension, didn't he?
No, we don't.
I'm
Waggling
pretty
eyes
sure he
at
took
me.
that with him.
Can I check? I walk over, can I check? Roll Arcana or just like say open sesame?
Pocket
It's a
dimension. That
phone
was part of
trigger
his.
there?
That was part of his bottle, which he kept with him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He just left it behind. Didn't need it
Maybe.
anymore.
He kinda did, didn't he not? Didn't he just walk away?
He did, but he didn't leave any of his stuff behind.
He came back for it. Smart. He just wanted to look cool, have a dramatic exit.
Sure.
I mean, do we want to like look for anybody to tell that the lantern's here so it doesn't go into disrepair?
Oh yeah.
I think
To
it's
be honest, it doesn't
fine.
really seem like there's many people around, and I don't think we met a single person who had a very positive outlook on the fire goddess.
Well, we gotta
but-
change your minds. Wasn't even possible before. Now they can give it a shot.
I'm not
I think
sure
if someone cared
centuries of
enough to come
neglect
see
can
her, they'd
be
Oh, yeah.
changed by a 4-person party with no real knowledge of what it's like to live here.
Anyone who wants to come and see the fire god will have already naturally arrived here and be pleasantly surprised by the re-existence of the bridge.
I don't think that's how they're gonna do it. I think they need a little push. Just like the goddess, who's also.
I think you're definitely right, but Rox is not gonna.
I mean, guys, we've got another 14 hours. We might as well like 6 more walking.
So,
Walking
who
is
do you
fun.
propose we suggest this course of action to? The only...
I have no idea.
I could teach you guys Galar or Galoric.
Caloric. Is it dwarf?
I'm
Wait.
something of a
Or
linguist
you could-
myself.
Do more work on your alchemy gun.
Oh yeah.
True. I guess I do keep the tools on me. Yeah, Rox would love the opportunity to just keep working on his alchemy gun
All right.
personally, but he's also going to follow the party at the end of the day. But Rox is still all in favor of going to that crystal and just chillaxing.
Does anybody want to explore?
We've explored most of this peninsula at this point.
Does anybody want to walk more?
Yeah, we could go for a walk.
Walking thing?
You just
Check
wanna
out.
walk? Yeah, we could just walk.
Yeah.
Sure,
Let's just go.
alright.
Prince, you and Rox sit by the crystal, check how it is, and work on your thing, and maybe have a nice chat or drink some tea.
No,
You'll find.
we're not splitting up in hell.
All right, everyone's going on a walk. Woo!
Rox, as an addict's difficulty, you can make another check to try and work on the alchemy gun, but it'll be a disadvantage if you're walking around. And if you fail, it will break.
Yeah,
Oh.
Rox was already so fine doing nothing for 22 hours, so he's not gonna risk his device just for
But
the
what if
sake
everyone
of
gives you a
boredom.
buff again? And you get like another plus 30 or whatever.
That was
Maybe,
really
but
funny.
I could get a plus 30 from
Oh, no
home and not accidentally roll a 1 and brick it.
What are the chances you get a nat one?
1 in 20. In fact, it is
5%.
quite apparent what the odds are.
5%, take it or leave it.
I love the concept of the alchemy gun too much to risk it. I'm sorry.
All right.
Then we walk.
Especially since I have royally biffed rolls in the past in relation to upgrades.
Oh yeah.
All right. Then yeah, you guys enjoy a nice, I'd say
Wait,
mostly quiet stroll. What's up?
Can Shona like walk looking for like signs of life?
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check.
Any other check?
Actually, it can be perception.
Yes. It's still not gonna be a good roll. What did I say? 12.
The island in and of itself is, or the peninsula rather, in and of itself is pretty beautiful. The red crystals reflect all sorts of sparkling, dazzling lights from the heart of Inferno up above, and the volcano in the center stands as a looming reminder that you are small and insignificant in the wake of this ridiculous world that is, in and of itself, a whole nother world. It's not just like a little pocket place. This is hearts and minds and lives. But try as you might, none of those hearts and minds and lives appear to be here, save for the fire giants.
Yeah. So we walk for 6 more hours with nothing.
Yeah, I'd say you guys eventually run down your time.
Shona, you should spend the time trying to like microdose lava to gain an immunity.
Yes. Like dip hands in and out.
I actually genuinely totally forgot about the fact that Prince has the alchemist wand.
The what?
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
The wand.
The platinum?
Where did we get that?
From the alchemist facility.
From the chamber. Oh. You need to use that. I forget what it did.
I mean, Priest sent me its stat block a while ago. So I know there was some exchange that took place with regards to this alchemist wand.
I think it was because he started using Moroya, and so the wand didn't do anything for him anymore.
Yeah. Give it to you at CoreCon sometime, I thought.
Why do I have a quest thing that says Druid with Reincarnate? Does anyone remember who we talked about?
Druid with Reincarnate?
Yeah.
That's like, was it?
I think you
when
were
we
just
talked to
writing
David?
down ways to potentially revive people.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Roll a history check, Shona.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, I think you might be right. That one of the knights, not the unholy ones.
It's a quest from the fire plane. Like, it's in my fire plane section.
Jeez, I don't know.
Your fire plane section is probably just a line. Like a very non-committal line.
It is 3 points. 6 hours. That was from last time. Fudor, Arrow, Almac, and then quest Druid with Reincarnate. Can I roll history to see if I remember what this is?
Dude, I don't even remember what the fuck that is.
Shona must
Okay,
plant
good.
a garden for Injia, or she will combust into flames and die. That's what I wrote down. It could be that.
That's someone.
I think it was probably like either to revive Exodus or in relation to one of the Knights of the Storms, but
Okay.
either way, you guys run down the timer, eventually make your way back to the crystal where you guys came into this hellish landscape, and you see as the ice slowly begins to melt, Hilda walks out and says, "So, how are things?"
Better this time than last.
Very
There's
well.
nobody here.
I beg your pardon?
I wanted to talk to people, but there's no one here.
Interesting.
We
Then I
wrapped up
will
about
note that
2
next
hours
time
in.
you wish for a better, more diplomatic mission.
Yeah.
Rox is gonna go. No,
No.
no.
And bumper help with the diplomatic mission. If so, if no, then no.
Roxanne makes up for his lack of game with Bumper's epic riz.
No, yeah, he's my wingman, literally and figuratively.
Oh man, best wingman.
Best
man.
man.
But I'd say you guys are all plane shifted back into Hilda's office.
Oh, good.
When it
Out of that
loads.
days.
Give it a second. It is taking a long time for whatever reason.
That's
It's
alright
loaded
on my
for me.
side.
Magic is a slow process.
All right, there we go.
We're shifting dimensions.
True.
So I take it you have what I asked of you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I believe it is safe for me to finally deliver my verdict. You unfortunately all failed the examination.
Shit.
Well, that's
Not only did
I'm
you
not-
exceed the time limit of 24 hours, one of your allies died, and somehow between the first and second time entering the fire plane, you lost the sword that the Prince of the Nation gave to you as a commendation. Don't think I didn't notice that.
That was part of the mission. That happened separately from the test. That should not be included on the test.
It was not considered part of the mission. However, it does factor into my judgment on whether or not you all should become Great Axe level adventurers.
That pulls into question why I should give you this piece of a god.
I
I
don't
think
want
we
it.
walked
You
in
all are
expecting
welcome to
an-
keep it.
Oh, what? I look at Shona.
The quest was a test of your skill and abilities. I didn't actually require you to give me the piece of Injia. I just thought it would be a useful benchmark.
Oh,
And
Shona,
then
the
I
whole
got it was.
you were suspicious of her the whole time. Why?
I was suspicious of you because I thought you were gonna do evil things with the piece.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
have anything
and I
related
feel
to
bad.
fire. I'm an ice mage.
That's what
I
I
know, I
said.
thought it was like a rivalry thing. I thought you were gonna be like, I don't know, like killer. Oh.
Shoot a rook.
Oh yes, I'm going
apologize.
to go and I'm going to go outside and kill a god today. Yes, that is that. Alright, I can't believe I didn't see that in my pocketbook. 3
I
p.m.
know.
Kill god.
Average Persona protagonist journal entry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I'm glad we don't have to. I'm sorry, I escalated things. That was not my. You know what? We failed.
Listen,
So be
I'm
it.
just saying, we walked in here expecting an interview, and before we could really say much, actually, I don't remember whether or not we agreed beforehand, but Rox is mad that we walked in expecting an interview, and instead we're given a death march.
I do
Yeah.
believe that was also one of our faults, though.
I did
Not
too.
Rox's.
Well, maybe
You'll
that's
speak up
true.
for himself.
um.
Sometime down the line, you will be eligible for promotion once more. However, as of right now, given what I have seen and given what I understand about the circumstances you were placed in and escaped from, I do not believe it is reasonable. And as I
Rox is
said,
thinking
your
more on this
commendation
than
has disappeared into thin air.
Man.
But what do you mean by that?
The sword. It is gone.
Oh, the sword was why we got the yeah.
To be honest, I didn't even know it went.
Neither did Rox.
What if we got it back? If we got the sword back, would you pass us?
I would consider it heavily, yes. But it actually depends on where the sword is. Where is the sword?
I look at Prince. I don't know what to say here.
Rox is
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at both of them like, what the fuck?
Where is sword? I do not see sword.
I don't know if we should tell her about the Shadow League, but I mean, I don't know if that would get Prince into trouble or.
I do not know what I want
Yeah,
to
how do
do
you
about
play
this.
I think you guys just don't want to admit you got mugged.
Oh, I guess I could say that. Yeah, some stronger adventurers came by and robbed us. I guess we should have, I don't know, submitted a report or something. But yeah, we were fully robbed.
I guess. Your choice. It's up to you, Prince. If you had to choose, if you had to choose.
Choose. If you had to choose, if you had to choose.
You said adventure? Were they affiliated with the Axe Guild?
No.
I don't think so.
Perhaps adventure is a bit generous of a word. They were.
You got mugged?
Okay, you actually did know this. We did tell Rox this.
Yeah.
True, but being called out on it, Rox likes that. Nah, you know, that's just me. Oh my god.
It seemed to be part of a full-on criminal organization, if I'm being completely frank.
Criminal organization, you say?
Yes. Somehow they learned we had the sword, and they took it upon themselves to take it from us.
Well, the information that you had the sword was public knowledge. Do you know why they chose to take it from you?
They believed it to be... They claimed to have some among their ranks who were directly descended from the criminal who stole the sword from the royal family to begin with, and when and they decided that that was good enough reason to have some sort of claim to the sword, and they came to us to take it back.
Very well. Given the strange circumstances, if you successfully return the sword to this office and present with me a culprit for these actions, I would be more than willing to reconsider allowing you to be promoted.
Very well.
Sweet. We'll get right on that.
Very well. In that case, I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope you all have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Apologies on my behalf for the passing of your comrade and the failing of the exam, but
Oh yeah.
that is the nature of the career.
Thanks.
Okay, goodbye. Please sashay away.
Leave.
Alright,
Well,
back out. in the streets.
Just remember exits.
ain't hot no more.
Okay. I think that Rox, you need to come with me.
Okay.
Bring your doodad.
Doodad, and he's gonna raise one eyebrow really tall.
Super cool mega doodad.
Super cool mega doodad, and he's gonna like lean his head in.
Awesome vacuum.
It's not ready yet.
I know.
Okay. Fox is
What about
along
the-
for the ride.
Doo-doo McFarter.
Don't you dare
Kyle
talk to
Snickers.
Bumper that way.
No. Alright, Prince, Kyle, you guys don't get mugged again.
I'll certainly
I'll
try.
fucking try, Shona. What do you want? The Shadow Organization fucking had us in the middle of the night in the rain. Where were you? I tried my damn best to get out of there.
I
You
know
sure
you
they're
did.
not
I know
allowed-
you did,
Are they
Kyle.
not allowed to come with us?
I mean, they could. It's just like it's more of a you, or it's mostly me. But you should come too thing. So I mean, you guys can come. It's just gonna be
I mean,
versing all the portraits.
not my money. Kyle, Prince, don't get mugged again.
Okay.
I mean, the money certainly wasn't
Do you
great,
wanna,
but I
like-
believe the sword was the bigger issue.
Yeah. Do you want to like research the shadow? I mean, you kind of know them, or do you?
I am acquainted with them, yes.
Do you want to like ask politely for it back?
To be frank, if I saw a way to convince them otherwise, I would have done so when we first encountered.
Well,
They are firmly
That's rough.
convinced that they have some sort of claim to that sword because of their heritage as descendants of a
so
terrorist. I'm not
So we
saying
have
it's a
to
good
rob them.
justification, but they at least had convinced themselves of it.
okay. So we rob them back.
And to be honest, I think that would be rather difficult.
Well, then how do we get the sword?
What if we asked your dad, your secret? What if we asked your not secret dad anymore?
I can
Well
go
said.
consult with Partha.
Okay,
I mean,
that's cool.
we don't need the hand axe. We just kind of all wanted it.
I mean, I
don't
think
need
we
to-
need the
don't need to
sword
push it.
more than we need the hand axe.
Rocks, just keeps forgetting about the sword. Like, oh yeah.
Oh wait,
Anyways,
big sword, pretty cool.
We should get that back. What if we just went and talked to your dad right now? That seems like our best lead.
Get an update on the quest where that mansion is.
Yeah.
Oh,
True.
and Kyle, you phone Behos.
I dialed his number. Does he pick up?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he does.
Hello? I hope you're still there. This is Kyle, out.
Hello, Kyle. Things went poorly, but a majority of the Knights of the Storm managed to survive.
uh-oh.
A majority?
Dial him again. Click. Another sending spell down. A majority? What happened?
It was an ambush. I'm afraid things went poorly for most. Given the curse of the lands, there were 3 of our members who died and came back as zombies.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Many of our troops are demoralized. As of right now, we're resting in Fort Guerra.
All right, I'm gonna say you're like relaying this word for word as you hear it. Should we like ask him about Lysandre or if that weird plane, that shifty spell is over?
Yeah. Like, sounds like victory was bittersweet if you're standing here talking to me. But
How is Lysandre? How is the plane?
yes, thank you. How is Lysandre? How many did you take down? And
Is plane shift still active? Because if
and
we tried to go
plane
find
shift's
him,
still active. Cool. No, he's not. He's back, I bet. But I'll ask anyway.
He wasn't in another plane. They just kind of like closed him off from the outside world with a spell.
yeah, but we need to know if that's active if we went to go help him.
I think everyone's back, but I'll still ask.
The effect is ended. The Viper is numbered somewhere in the hundreds, maybe
Oh my
200.
god.
What was the other part of the question?
I forget.
Lysandre.
Lots of questions
Lysandre.
here. Hope victory was bittersweet. That too. Hope you won.
Although your suspicions about Lysander have not been confirmed or denied yet, he did act on the behalf of many of our members.
He did act on the behalf.
He's
So he was
being a
doing
hero
good for now?
still, saving people. He couldn't possibly be evil because he's saving people.
Guess we could ask how Dexio is.
I think I'm gonna stop communications there.
Okay. Tomorrow.
I'm down.
Tomorrow we
I'm
should
down
ask.
some spells here.
Best of luck. Have fun. Smile. Only in parentheses.
Kissy face.
Kissy face.
Send nudes.
Send dudes.
Oh my god.
Alright, so where are y'all off to?
Are we splitting off? You guys know what we're doing?
I'm following Shona because that's what I've been ordered to do.
Ordered.
We go talk to the dad.
Alright,
Parthenia.
Dad and Shona's quest.
What's Shona's quest?
Flowers!
Oh,
But
right.
First that one guy.
Yeah.
Star Spoke Apothecary.
Wait, what? Hold on. Just pick somewhere, please.
Yeah,
Please, I want Shona and Rox to go be silly.
We're going with dad first.
Okay, we'll go with Dad first.
Who's going with Dad? Everyone?
No, it sounds like just me and Leo.
The group is
Alright,
splitting.
Fire
You
Yeah.
too. We'll keep it short. We'll keep them.
Just like our last brief moment, we are splitting in parties, so Prince and Kyle can go further the plot, and Shona and Rox can stare at Exodus's body.
Yeah, where? Oh, okay, you're going to the stars, but okay, fine.
Yeah.
Who cares? All right, Kyle and Prince, you guys show up on Pathakiyat's doorstep. Knock, 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 knock. You
Yes.
see as you're greeted by the elderly man. Oh, there you are. Come in, please.
Where's his character from?
Wait, yeah, Gatsa.
Gatsolovinia.
Nice.
Wait,
Oh
what
my
did we
god,
hear
the
about
toilet!
Gatsa. Luckily, I'm quite aware of what Gatsa is supposed to be from.
And Gat says Jason Voorhees. Where have you all been?
The fire plane, to be completely
Gatsa?
frank with
Smell
you.
like bacon.
I see. I did inform you that the Bai Jace would need your help within the next 3 days or so, correct?
Indeed, we assumed, wrong in this case, that we would be able to take care of our Great Axe promotion interview without incident. But it seems that the examiner didn't take too kindly to us and gave us a rather long and roundabout mission instead.
We still have 48 hours, don't we? He gave us
No, we left the fire plane, spent a
Oh, I
day in
completely-
Lakuhiri, and then went back to the fire. It has been more than 3 days now.
Oh, it's been more than 3? No, it's been 2.
It's been 3.
It's been 3?
3 days,
Oh.
3 days have passed, to be clear.
Oh, shit. Jesus. Wow. Oh, okay, yeah. Really biffed it there. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The task the admissioner or the examiner sent us on is to retrieve the sword of the prince of the land because we were mugged.
Well, it will have to wait. The mission with the Bai Jace is time sensitive. Where's the rest of your group anyway?
They're off taking care
Oh
of
my
some
gosh.
errands at the moment.
Cut to. What are you guys up to?
Or it's just like 2 seconds of Shona screaming at Korkon for no reason, and it just cuts back.
Well, you best rally the troops. Reconvene here as soon as you can, and we'll walk over to their hideout.
Oh, okay. Understood.
I usually forget you guys don't have cars here too. Cal says that as we walk out, and like Prince
What's
just
a
is like,
car?
"What the fuck are you talking about? You crazy weirdo."
What's a car?
You freak.
A metal horse.
Hey, look, Sean and Rox are already in the same place.
We have metal horses here. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, they're rare and only made by specific craftsmen, but they do exist.
Metal carriage then?
I mean, most carriages are made of metal.
But it like moves on its own, and you're inside of it.
It doesn't need a horse.
It moves on its own.
It's got like a magic propellant engine, torque. You know what? Just think of them as big cats, I guess.
Big cats.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, well, Prince grapples with the fact that Kyle may or may not be insane. Just in general. Shona, you walk in. Ding, 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 ding.
Prince walks. Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about, Kyle?
Well, if it isn't my favorite customer.
By the way, Prince
No,
is
wait,
gonna
I-
just head straight for Starspoke.
I mean, you're definitely up there at this point. Maybe top 5?
Yay. I will. Tell me how to beat the others. Beat them up.
You can't really just do that. It's more of a personality thing. I like them because we're cool. But what can I do for you?
Well, many things. But I have your items. And Shona will hand him the salamander, the blood fangs, and the tan fire snake.
There's like one more than that.
There might be. I think.
Bloodfire hound. Yeah.
Or, wait, bloodhound fangs.
None of
Oh.
teeth, the salamander corpse, and the skin fire snake.
Yeah.
All right, very good, excellent. Thank you so much. That's going to set me forward on some production, replacing those fire immunity potions you took.
Oh yeah.
Did anybody buy the baby potions?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Baby
Is
potion.
Kyle
Kyle's just here now.
I thought we walked in the store.
No.
Oh, they walked in the store. My
Yeah.
bad.
They walked in. They went here ahead of us, so we've got some time to do catching up.
Right. Whoops. I love
We're
talking to
gonna have that
Corcon.
next time.
Get me in there.
You were so
Yeah, you guys
you
will
were
show up.
so ready, dude.
Give it a few minutes. You guys will show up.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys.
And I got lost on the way there. It took a while. Okay. Next order of business. How do you teleport? Where's a good, easy, quick way of teleporting in Lakuhiri?
I want you
Do
to think
not lack
real long and hard about the words that you just combined to make that sentence. You
Easy
said
teleport.
teleport,
That's fine.
yeah, teleport, and then the word easy. There are means of teleporting that are easy, and they don't go very far. And there are means of teleporting all over the place that are very difficult.
Big teleport, big easy.
Yeah,
Not
Rocks from
possible.
like across the store is gonna go like across plains. By the way,
It's still
No,
not across
That's a
plains.
different
Not
type
yet.
of magic
Still not
altogether.
across plains.
well, remember the dark. I thought he was in a different dark
No,
place.
we asked Injia about it, and she said
Oh,
he was
oh,
not.
no.
He
Imagine
I
like
still
how
want
much
to go
more
to the negative
difficult.
plane, but
I want it to be easy. I want it to go anywhere, and I want it to go through planes. Can you do that? What the fuck do you
We can do
think?
Listen, you just have to become a planeswalker. Just find what's
Exactly.
okay, so maybe tone down the difficulty. But say if I wanted to go to Fort Gira, how would be the quickest way that doesn't require flying across a desert?
I mean, there are certainly artifacts that could allow you to teleport from place to place. The most common of which I'd say is an item called a Voyager Staff.
Whoa. Where do I find one?
Oh wow, could do a
Or,
That's
like,
a great question.
convince someone that has one.
It very well may depend. It's kind of hard to say, to be perfectly honest. They are common compared to, not being able to teleport at all, but they're still not out and about. You're still not going to find someone with a tattoo on their forehead that says, I have a Voyager Staff.
Oh, that'd make it so easy.
Plane of existence.
Is there?
And as you were saying, Mr. Roxon, planar magic is in an entirely different realm.
Yep.
They're meant to do different things. They can have some overlap, I will add, though. If you use your planar, if you use plane shift to teleport into a different plane, like say the negative or the fire plane or wherever you want to go, you can then choose a destination on the material plane when you head back there. Say Lakuhiri or Orma or any city you're reasonably familiar with.
We should.
But that takes twice the resources.
Nah, Rox is gonna give a nodding agreement. He only phrased it that way so that it could be further highlighted that what Shona is asking
Shona is
for is
crazy.
just not doable.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So, do you know anybody who I could convince to help us teleport?
Maybe. I have gone on to boast about my title as the most powerful commercial mage in all of the Arialdan Empire, but there are mages who don't work for capital who would be capable of using magics like teleport. I'd say if you're looking for locality, I would likely suggest the princess.
A princess?
Yes,
Of the big nation.
correct.
Like Prince Beho's sister.
And that's the one, Lem Matinata.
Okay, neat. Wait. Shona is gonna write down on her arm.
L-E-M.
Say it again. Lem.
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 Natinata.
Marinata. same last name as Bihas.
I didn't write his down, so that's great.
It's in lore actually, so.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Um,
All right, them naughty nada. All right, Shona writes it down in big letters. Okay.
And since you all have
Final-
an in at the royal family at this point, you may have an easier time getting an audience from her than anyone else.
Say we lost that in. How hard would
Nope.
it be to talk to her?
How would you lose an in? I thought you were in good stand. I thought Bihas gifted you a sword.
Got mugged.
Say we lost the sword.
Oh.
If
I'll scrounge up some other contacts.
Okay,
It wasn't-
got it. So
no, I would
Get
love to meet the
back.
princess. She sounds very cool. And no, she didn't actually.
And
But
I'm sure she would be reasonably interested in meeting you as well. However, being gifted a very royal and expensive magical item by the prince of the nation and then losing it, don't tell anyone else you've lost it. You may genuinely be beheaded.
okay,
What?
good news.
That's
And-
a grave insult.
If you
Think
would,
like we were given the Mona Lisa, and someone you just let it get stolen from you.
Dude, literally. This is crazy. What the fuck is happening?
Okay. just that's really great to know. If you hear anything about black market swords, just let me know. I need to run. No, I don't actually. I have one more thing, and then I need to run really bad. Where's a flower shop around here? Or like seeds? Cool seeds.
I sell some seeds.
You do? Flower seeds?
Front right.
Front right. Which way is front right? Shona holds up
Front
her
right
hand.
of the store. Like when you walk in, you turn to the right and you look over here, you'll find some flower seeds.
Shona
I'm afraid
holds
I don't
up
have
the
a-
L and the L and goes this way.
I don't have a. Okay, wrong. Shona, other side.
Thank you.
Over here, Shona. Ignore the ugly one.
Your
Which
right,
ones are the
not my
prettiest?
right. There's some petunias, some lilies, some. What are they called? Honey nectars? I don't know. It's an assortion.
Some of all. Shona like starts grabbing a bag.
They're mixed seeds. You grab some of all. Just. I don't know if they'll grow well, but if they don't, then at least they'll die and be food for the other flowers.
That's I know that's a good thing to say. All right. Put these on my tab. Is there anything? Do you have any more quests?
I have the long-standing one about the pearls, and at this point, Kyle and Prince will burst into the door.
Awesome. Hey, Corkhand, Cocknuts, can you make like a permanent teleport pad in your store so we can come back at any time?
No, I cannot, ass face.
So rude.
I'm
Nice.
just wondering. I just want to know if you could do it or not. Sounds like you can't.
Perry Puny Peen. As a matter of fact, I do actually have a teleportation circle built into my apothecary that I think I told you about at some point. But
Can
you
we
know,
use
I wouldn't let Perry Puny Peen use it.
What if Perry Punipeen was your boss and you owed him a very great debt of around 3 milli?
I owe Shona a very great debt of around 3 milli. You, on the other hand, I think I'm in the clear with.
Oh yeah, Shona. Tell
Oh,
him
you're
I'm
not
with
allowed
you.
to pull Shona's power.
Why not?
Shona's just gonna say, "Is this what they call sexual tension?"
You have the ability to earn your own money.
Shona, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, there's nothing
us
I'm
sexual
asking.
about
I'm
it.
asking.
I'm
I don't
married.
know.
You're married? Is she
I
pretty?
have a wife.
She good to you?
Yes.
you
Okay,
good to
back
her?
off.
I was
Back off.
jealous.
To Kyle, capitalism is sex.
Every
It's a beautiful
mercantile
dance.
exchange is a beautiful entwining of serpents.
Kyle considers himself Genghis Khan with the amount of Kyle bucks he's spread across his nation.
Shona, this is a good idea, and if I can't enforce your power, might I be, I don't know, your right hand, and it suggests that you do it.
I mean, it would be cool to come back here, but I understand if you have a wife, that's like a breach of privacy.
I don't want to have
Wait.
sex with him, Shona. I don't want
I don't know. Kyle rolls wisdom.
the teleportation pad. Remember, ask him for that.
Maybe later. We
What?
really need to get back that sword.
Oh, by the way, I did some looking into the idea you suggested last time, the gauntlets using the heart of the dragon. I could make some blood gauntlets.
You have the flames.
I beg your
Wait.
pardon?
Shonette, that's alright. Breaking character.
You got the flames! You're flaming hot right now!
Shona just got a really cool fucking orb of infinite fire, and you're telling me we can't make that a gun somehow or something?
Oh. Oh my god.
What about the orb of infinite fire in Godzilla? Can I put Godzilla like in it? I wonder what that would do.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Irradiate everyone immediately.
Set the atmosphere on fire.
Yeah,
The whole
it
world.
actually causes the chain reaction and everything just explodes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's just wiped out on one
all of the
frame and
oxygen in
falls.
the air just combusts simultaneously, and the world is engulfed in
Instant
endless
critical
fire.
mass.
It creates a black hole.
Okay, yeah. The orb of fire.
Kyle. So that dragon heart of yours that you have that is yours. They didn't mug that too, did they?
I just look at her, and I'm like seriously 120 pounds less heavy now, and you guys haven't said anything because it was all in my suit, right? So apparently to you guys, I just lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Kyle got
Kyle,
really
you're
fat for,
looking
like, a few
mighty fit
sessions.
and thin today. Have you lost weight? But please tell me you have a second heart still. You didn't lose that, right?
What do you think? All my shit, Shona. I've been saying this. All my shit. Like, none of it. This 3 million is all I have, and it's not even mine. This is torture.
Did they really take the heart?
They took I get my whole inventory. The whole thing to Merrick.
Oh my
Gone.
god.
Ooh! Kashi name drops the
What's in there?
DM in character.
Let's look at this. Burglar's pack, crowbar, violin, 90,000 Galoas, 2 greater healing potions, a locked magic book. Oh fuck, that's bad. Heart of a young red dragon. I'm pretty sure isn't that like the evil magic book? Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is from the very beginning.
Oh no.
I don't remember.
Let's
Evil
just say
Magic.
Kyle like goes down this list and everyone stands more in horror as it goes down.
Yeah, they didn't take his magic items though. They left him the cape, the hazmat suit, and the egg.
They just took his money and his sword.
Yeah.
And all of my like I can't camp at all. I would die in the woods tonight, Shona. I'm telling you, all my shit. They took the heart. All my shit.
Fine. So what about like invisibility potions? Stealth potions?
I have invisibility potions.
Okay, we might need to do some mugging ourselves soon. So if you just, I shouldn't say that.
We got water breathing
have any
potions.
of
I hate
those,
to
right?
interrupt, but a certain someone has requested our presence, and so I would rather, if possible, keep this brief. Though, to be honest, the invisibility potions do sound like an attractive idea for this particular.
Yes, potions. No see
Operation.
where.
I have only 3 of them, but you can take them.
Thank
They'll
you.
make you invisible for 1 hour or until you attack or cast a spell.
Oh wow. Okay. How do we get? Do you need materials to make more? Like any
I mean,
rat
Do you have any
things?
quests at Fort?
we still have a quest.
Fort Gara.
from
We should.
Fort
We
Gara.
should.
Gara. No, wait. Are there no? Are there any quests? Anything you might need from that region, Fort Gara?
All the way as far as Fort Gara. I mean, you're bordering on Deaburn territory at that point. Anything magical would probably be in their hands. So,
It's official royal business, sir.
No, it is
royal
not.
Why do you
business that
need my
want
help?
me to send you to Fort Gara on
Yes,
a
they-
mission.
Buddy, I have it on good authority on a sword I don't have that.
Oh my god.
That yes, they do.
Anyway,
They
on
need
the
our
off
help.
chance that you don't get the heart back or the sword back, fire? Super hot fire? Did someone say super hot fire?
I mean,
Fire.
we do. We have like a couple pieces of like really hot Injia fire stuff, but
Hold on, what?
Yeah, like a piece of the goddess, but I'm not sure that's like. I want to be careful with that. Might make a necklace.
Shona,
Nice now.
I have a suggestion. If you are going to make the pieces of, if I'm not mistaken, the goddess of fire into a necklace, I think they would be much better suited as gauntlets.
Could you do that?
I couldn't do that, but I have a favor I can call in.
I
Are
mean,
you all
can
familiar with Gumir?
Gumir. Wait, checking my notes. Checking my notes.
Can
Is that a slime?
No, and I wouldn't say that to him either.
Okay.
I know you and I like to joke around, but I think if you called him a slime, he may actually kill you.
It's
Who
not
is he?
Gorm, right? I knew a Gorm once.
No, that's someone from Dolari, I think. I'm not quite sure.
Solkaric. I know.
Gumir is the Titan of the Forge.
Oh my god.
He's essentially revered as a god. I don't know if he actually is. Of weaponsmith, armorcraft, basically all magical arms. In fact, Moroya was made by him.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, we should do this. This sounds like we're creating our own legendary weapon right here.
Yes, sir. Let's
mean-
do it.
I mean,
Okay.
that's up to Shona. Like,
I guess
Like-
you're right. Yeah, go.
maybe
I think
Injia
this
would
would be.
slightly prefer a necklace.
Oh, come on, Gumir.
I think this would be very cool. How do we proceed?
Well, you'd have to find him first, which would be the difficult part. I have a talisman that you can exchange with him, much like I gave you with my old teacher. It would at least put you on open terms for negotiation. But as for his whereabouts, I'm not quite sure. Last I heard, he had a forge hidden up in Mount Luzea that he was working out of, but that was a while ago.
The big mountain. Yes, please. I would love to do this.
Really out
I
of the
don't
way.
want to
isn't
go
it?
back to Taunt Town. Just Prince mutters that.
No, I want to go back to Taunt Town.
You never went there in the first place.
Exactly. Also, Ajay wrote about it swelly in his little letter thing and said there was a nice young lady there. And a nice old lady as well who was a hunter.
Lady of reasonable age.
Lady of reasonable. Okay. I would love Talisman, Help, Fire, Titan of Forge.
Rox can hold on to another talisman. Actually, Shona probably should hold on to her own talisman, but I think it'd be funny if Rox has a necklace of
Just a string of them.
quest items. I say that, but the ice talisman. is,
Leos,
like,
can you write
actually
me a
the size of
button?
2x4.
Can you
In
make me
any
a
case,
button?
if it's something you're serious about, I'll hand you the talisman and you can take care of the rest yourself. It very well may even lead to you finding that Voyager staff if perhaps Gumir has something equivalent. I'm not quite sure if you'd be able to trade for that, but at the very least I'm sure he'd be interested in making gauntlets out of the fragments of a god. That definitely seems like something he'd be into.
Dude. Okay, yes.
Alright, here we go. Here's your talisman.
I need to write this down immediately. What? Talisman of Cool Titans?
Talisman of Gumir.
Talisman of Gumir.
You see that
Talisman
it's
of
just a very simple... Actually, it's a very complicatedly inscribed, like, golden inlaid, knitted image of, like, a forge and hammer. And then underneath it, you see, like, a sort of crudely drawn moon with a star in the center of it.
Dude, he's got moon vibes. That's awesome.
No, that's me. It's addressed to me.
That's you? You're the
My
moon
s-
man?
Yes, my symbol is the moon and the star.
That's why it's called Apothecary of the Stars. Oh my god, Korkon, you're even cooler than I thought.
Bruh, moment.
Alright, Korkon, have fun while we're gone. Goodbye. I love you. Bye. Shona's gone.
Yes, take care, everyone. I will be here when eventually you all come back. I give it 2 days at most.
Could be faster with the keys to that teleportation circle.
Also, we still haven't forgotten about the pearls. We just are being dragged to a lot more time-sensitive things.
Shona runs back. The pearls! Will it hurt the oysters if we take the pearls?
No. I
Okay.
don't think so.
It's actually good for
I'm
them.
taking your money.
And as for the teleportation thing, I'm mostly joking. I mean, you are riding a thin line, but if you all have the ability to cast the teleportation circle spell, you'll be able to travel to and fro. Mostly fro.
Bro.
Mostly
Oh my
fro.
God, Kyle, do you know the teleportation spell of magic?
Not yet.
Well, go
I'm working
study
on
the
it,
magic
Shona.
circle, and then once you do, you'll know. Where's the magic circle?
If you think it's so easy to learn magic, you do it. Look at your
I
hands.
am.
They're glowing.
It's true.
Shona's
You have
magic
double
hands.
magic hands now.
Cool
that
double
mean,
magic
like-
hands.
If an item disables magic items, are your hands going to be super immune or just fucked?
Yeah, good point.
Double magic aura.
Double magic aura.
Can we study the ring of teleportation in Korkon's house?
It has a sigil if you want to write it down somewhere. That way you can have other people who can use the teleportation circle spell to get you back here.
Kyle, do it.
Kyle.
I do that. Can I ask him? I'm like, hey, this man seems like we're gonna be doing a lot more business together. Didn't
I'm
realize
getting
that we see you
flustered.
this much. I apologize for calling you cocknuts. I put my hand on his shoulder. I take his other hand in my other hand. I hold it.
I thought you said you didn't want to fuck me.
You got room for a threesome.
I don't. I back off. No, it's just that I was wondering if you don't have like a list of magic items that you could give me on Wikidot. Like basically what I want to do here.
On Wikidot.
I want to have Kyle become more of like a merchant type guy.
Oh.
So I would like for him to have like yeah.
If you ever need me to
Um,
run merchant favors, you could ask him that.
Yeah, exactly. And so I
self-employed.
figured there'd be like a menu of like a restaurant menu of all these magic items, and that would make it I don't know. I just kind of want to like, is there like a scroll that he could hand out, like a business card of? I don't know. I guess
He is an apothecary, not a magic item, but
So I'm
Which he
coming
does
to
keep
you,
telling
Korkan, with an
us.
expansion idea. Seems like you've come into a lot of great, magnificent magic items. So why
what
don't
if
we?
someone ran out?
Yeah, why don't we go into business together?
Depends on what you're offering. I have, on multiple occasions, attempted to get into business with you.
Okay. You're absolutely right about that. So how about this? Why don't I have the keys to your teleportation circle?
I already gave you my sigil.
Damn, this is so hard. I'm not from another. I'm not from this fucking planet, bro. He storms around. He's like, God damn it.
I'm gonna have Prince lean over to Rox real quick and just be like, the Baiches are calling on us. I'm
It's okay,
okay to
Kyle.
let this play out for a little bit longer, but we really should get going.
I
All
feel
right,
like
Rock.
I'm from another planet sometimes too.
Upon hearing this, Rox is going to clap twice.
Yeah,
15
Kyle,
words or
Alright,
less.
Kyle clicks his heels together, straightens his back, or not his heels. He straightens his back. He's like army salute position, just like, yes, sir.
And hut.
Yeah, exactly.
Kyle, the great thing about knowing Korkan is that you can talk to him again when we come back to do quests. You have time to think about this. For now, it seems that Prince has us needed elsewhere, so we should really go there.
Right.
Shona, did you
Anyway.
get your flower seeds?
I did, yes.
Prince, are they going to be any mad if we take a 15-minute detour?
Look, I'm looking at like a 20-acre garden here.
I
so
was
we might
told
wanna
as
take the-
quickly as possible, but
Yes, let's take the day decor rather than the year-long decor. Kyle, finish up your words. We need business.
Well,
Yeah. If I could have a list of your items, then I could merchandise them around.
And he makes that gesture.
Traveling merchant, I will be out there myself on your behalf.
As of right now, I'm afraid most of my magic items are indisposed. I've actually sold off all the ones I needed to.
It sounds like you're pretty good at that. So,
For better for worse. People
For the
keep coming back
riches.
to me with the shit, and I'm like, I don't sell those.
but you keep doing it, so.
Well, yeah, I have the skills necessary, but it's still a burden.
Oh, well, 3 milli. Remember that. All right, let's go.
Getting smaller by the day.
Shona spending it.
What is there, inflation?
No, you spent a lot of it.
Doing
Those
what?
potions, those
yeah.
those invisibility potions, they're like 20,000 glows a pop or something.
Oh, that's fine.
The fire
Yeah,
immunity
invisibility
potions are
potions?
also not cheap.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
probably a third through our stock at this point.
He spent a
Okay,
million?
not that much. but
Okay.
I'm just
But
thinking
hundreds
about-
of thousands of dollars are down the hole.
But
Lots
Shona
of
has
clothes.
spent money considerably fast. All right, we away.
I do think this
away.
would actually, it might actually be more suitable to end the session now before we get into big conversations and start a quest.
I was gonna say, yeah, you guys go back to Pathakiat's house, and then he will lead you over to the By Jace, and I'd say you guys undo your blindfolds at some point and are sat down in the room, and as the By Jace begin to filter in once more,
I have to be utmost seriousness on this. I learned my lesson last time.
If I had known we would be back to backing this shit, I probably would have worked on the alchemy gun while we were walking.
Yeah. I was intending to have you come to the graveyard with me, and Shona would plant flowers while you worked on the gun, so you could use it to water
Yeah.
them. But
Oh, that
we got a
would've
little
been
bit
nice.
distracted.
Also, the gun
Alright.
shoots water by default. I could just do that.
Yeah, it could be
The whole-
flood. Just
I
flood.
think right now it shoots water and it just doesn't convert.
Word gun.
Oh wait, it could have worked.
But that's
But
alright.
yeah, feel free to take things to a close.
Alrighty. We're like full on stopping it, I guess. It feels early, but I guess it is past 10.
I just know any
Big sad,
conversation
big
we have
sad.
is going to be 40 minutes before we get the goal.
I'm actually kind of glad we get to stop here because I'm planning on going back and doing some research on some of the previous sessions because a couple details have slipped my mind and I need to get those in my notes pronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, there was a couple situations in that session where I was like, I know the broad idea, but I'm lacking in vocabulary because I'm awful with names. But that's yeah, I'm just gonna go back and fill out my notes hopefully between now and next time. But yeah, that was a good one. I would say we got the fire plane stuff wrapped up finally. I am a little spooked about what El Wasafo is off to do.
We didn't even get the fucking promotion.
Yeah, that was rough. Though I understand why, but
We did biff it completely, and yeah.
to be honest, like had it just been the fact that we took the extra day, I think Hilda might have had some leniency, but like the sword, the Exodus and the sword might have been the. Though I'm a little irritated that. Well, okay, Prince is a little irritated knowing that we're getting marked off for Exodus because Prince is still very much under that fucker's
Yeah.
thumb. So just imagine
good
Prince kind of like clenching their jaw when
IRL.
Exodus's name was brought up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but other than that, I had a fun time tonight, y'all. It was on the shorter side, but we got some fun developments. We had some got some stuff set up for next time.
Shona has double magic fists.
I genuinely forgot when we like took 3 days on this that Pathakiat had given us that much time. Because I just got so absorbed in the fire plane stuff.
I was so under the impression that we would have had like 24 hours left once we returned, but I guess I just miscounted.
God,
Oh,
there
well.
was a deadline at all.
Not my pig, not my farm.
All right. Well, yes, we will have some. We will have that to look forward to next time. Other than that, I guess closing remarks time. We've got the stream schedule, which is going to be likely. In all likelihood, it will be Celeste Thursday and Stars and Time Friday, Persona Sunday. I will. Next time I have an opportunity, I'll update you all about next week's stream schedule, but that is my exam week, so just expect it to be a little light in the front half. We still might do D&D, though we have not confirmed that yet. And so for now, I'm going to go ahead and bring things to a close. So thank you all so much for watching. We had Orca, Pumpkin, and CD today, I think. Yeah, thanks y'all for dropping by. But with that, it is time for us to bid you all adieu, and we will see you all next time. Ciao!
Good night, lads.
Sorry, Dex, not Orca. Fuck.